Well, that blustery night, we had a phone call from our dispatcher saying that the water system was showing reservoirs and low pressure dropping and customers were out of water. So I responded from my home along with a serviceman that was dispatched out. Upon our arrival, we noticed a bridge that was washed out, which also took out our water main that was underneath the bridge.
That event was part of a very large storm that affected the entire utility. Both electric and water were being assaulted, if you would, by this storm.
When I came in the morning, we were trying to come up with a solution because there were 6 houses up on the other side that had no water.
And the biggest issue we had immediately was getting across it. There was no bridge, obviously that was washed out.
In this condition, you had both crews standing on the end of a washed out road in proximity to each other, and I think that led to a very natural conversation about how are we going to solve this, and is there a way to solve both problems at the same time using some creative solutions.
Basically, they needed us to place this 70-foot pole across the washout so they could attach the water line to it.
They helped us put the power pole across the road, and we strapped it to it and got them back in service. They also had power out.
We pulled the maps out and found a spot where we could take wire basically through the woods and up the hill and tie to a transformer up there on top.
So we went back up, got all of our stuff, had to drag the wire down the hill, and this was a pretty big canyon, to the bottom, get somebody across the creek, and then 2 or 3 guys were over there while 2 of us were pulling wire down the hill and they were pulling wire up the hill.
It took 8, I think it was an 8-man crew and 1,000 feet of wire to get up to the top there.
It's not always textbook the way we do it, so it's just working together to say, this is what's got to be done no matter what. It's got to get done to get it over there and get their power to them.
It was definitely out of the ordinary. They were pretty excited. You could hear them yell from across the canyon. They were all cheering. I don't think they had any idea that they'd get power back.
That's the fun part for me, problem solving as a team and working with a group of guys that, everybody just kind of clicks around here.
You're always thinking, how can I fix this? And as a lineman, that's what you're doing all the time. If you come up with a good idea and you have the company's backing to do it, there's pretty much nothing that you can't accomplish.
It's the sort of thing that we do. We enjoy doing stuff like this. We're helping people, which I personally like, but it's also just using your ingenuity to try and come up with a solution.
When you empower and when you put these guys on a path towards solving problems to serve customers, you get solutions like this.
It doesn't matter if it's 1 customer or 100 customers, we're not going to leave them without water or power.